So President Trump is the reader-in-chief. He's reading the Committee to Unleash Prosperity hotline and a bunch of charts posted by Steve Moore and company that we're going to show in a minute. We got Art Laffer, former Reagan economist, and the aforementioned Steve Moore, who is also the host of More Money on WABC. All right, let's put these charts up because it's kind of fun. Let's start with real household income, if we can put that up. This is Trump versus Biden. Here it comes anyway. Trump and I think it's coming. There we go. Look at that. Trump 1.0 up $4,000. Biden's fell. Biden was minus $176, and Trump 2.0, which we don't even have half yet, is plus 2,084. Art Laffer, I got Steve here on set, but Art, let me go to you first. Why is household income so much better under Mr. Trump than it was under Mr. Biden?
Solely because of policies, Larry. That's all it is. He did the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in the first term. He made it permanent in the second term, and both of those led to an increase in the growth rate of the U.S., especially relative to the rest of the world. And it brought down poverty levels for the poor, the minorities disenfranchised there, and it paid for itself in revenues. So it was a great tax bill, Larry, and frankly, making it permanent in the second term also worked beautifully to help all workers, but basically the lowest echelon the most because they were in the most need.
You know, one of the things we learned, Steve Moore, we're going to put the inflation chart up, but while we're doing that, one of the things we learned in the first term is that business and corporate tax relief benefits wage earners, middle income and lower middle income wage earners. As Arthur was suggesting, they had the biggest increase in after-tax income, beating even the top 1%.
That's right. So if you take Trump's first, 5.5 years as president, the 4 years when you were there in the first year and a half, this is after inflation, after accounting for inflation, for median income people, those are people in the exact middle of the spectrum, $8,000 increase in income. That's a lot. Wow. And by the way, that's pre-tax, Larry. So if you take into account the money that people saved on their taxes, you're probably talking about take-home pay for middle-class families $10,000 higher. This is an astonishing statistic. I mean, if you go back to roughly 2004 to today, you've seen about a 35% increase in middle-income families. I think it's almost all due to, as Arthur said, the tax cuts. I would only add to that drill, baby, drill, which has been a huge stimulus to the economy, and deregulation of the economy.
Let's put the inflation chart back up. I saw it and put it back up. And Arthur, even though there's a little oil bump right now in inflation, inflation under Trump is really substantially lower than it was under Joe Biden. Right, you can see that. It's kind of an interesting chart. And actually, the core, I was looking today, the core CPI, I think, is really only 2.6% over the past 12 months. It's above the Fed's target. But even with the energy bump, all right, it hasn't affected other prices. It hasn't spread around. And I think, Kevin Warsh is going to bring it down. So what makes inflation lower under Trump, Art?
Well, first place, it's not that it just was lower under Trump. It was really terrible under Biden. I mean, really terrible under Biden. So you're starting off with a bad base. But Trump has brought it down substantially. He did that specifically with good production. When you increase output, employment, and production, that lowers inflation. It doesn't raise it, Larry. I mean, the Phillips curve is just the exact opposite of the truth. And if you look at with Kevin Warsh, and when the cessation of hostilities occurs in Iran, I'm expecting that inflation number to come way below the Fed target. And in fact, what I really think Kevin Warsh is going to do is I think Kevin Warsh is going to stabilize prices, bring inflation down to approximately zero over the next 10, 15 years. And that's where it should be. This allowing 2% per annum is silly. You need to have no inflation whatsoever. And that's what I think Kevin Warsh is going to deliver on.
Steve Moore, 10 seconds. Stopping data centers in New York.
Yeah. Ridiculous. It's like when they stopped fracking. They didn't get the oil and gas.
And
now they're starting I visited a data center, the biggest one in the country. It was an amazing experience.
In Virginia,
Loudoun County.
Yes.
Every American should see these things.
And they're booming.
They are industrial marvels. they're the nerve center of the economy. We need data centers in this country.
I don't know what it is about New York governors. It's East Berlin versus West Berlin. You know what I mean? They put up a
Well,
wall.
if New York doesn't want them, the jobs will go somewhere else.
Art Laffer, thank you. Steve Moore, thank you. We're under the gun, but there's a few lessons in that.